Hey guys, let's get more news about Miami Heat, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. NBA analyst already questioning Miami Heat's loyalty to Jaime Jaquez? The Miami Heat are armed with the assets necessary for a win-now move in hopes of an NBA championship push. Rising sophomore Jaime Jaquez Jr. is at the top of the list of intriguing players. The Heat's front office could consider moving a load of capital for a superstar if the opening half of the regular season is a success. It's hard to imagine team president Pat Riley will part with Jaquez easily, considering his promising rookie campaign. Still, Bleacher Report's Dan Favale ranked the 23-year-old as the league's third-best trade asset, raising speculation about his security in Miami. He is a 6 feet 6 inches universal adapter with 3 years left on his rookie-scale deal, Favale wrote. Shaky three-point shooting and advanced age relative to most sophomores could cap Jaquez's curb appeal. But his capacity for filling in gaps, at a high level, renders him infinitely scalable. This all presumes the Miami Heat would entertain moving him. That's arguable. Jaquez was a rumored piece of the deal that would have landed star guard Damian Lillard with the Heat last offseason. His name was only involved due to a lack of proof in his potential. Riley saw him average 11.9 points on 48.9% shooting as a rookie, solidifying himself as a key future piece alongside All-Star Bam Adebayo. The Heat's organization rarely acts at a moment's notice, meaning any Jaquez trade is far down the road. Udonis Haslem reacts to Shams Charania not voting Bam Adebayo as DPOY. Miami Heat legend and 3-time NBA champion Udonis Haslem took exception to popular NBA insider Shams Charania's recent snubbing of Bam Adebayo in his Defensive Player of the Year ballot. While guesting in Haslem's podcast, which he hosts with another ex-Heat Mike Miller, Charania revealed that he voted for Minnesota Timberwolves big man Rudy Gobert over Adebayo as DPOY for 2023 to 2024. This recent accolade puts the Frenchman in an elite club together with NBA legends Ben Wallace and Dikembe Mutombo with 4 Defensive Player of the Year honors. Meanwhile, the only player with more than 2 DPOY honors is Dwight Howard, with 3. He was also the only player to win it in 3 consecutive seasons, 2009, 2010, 2011. Shams voting for Gobert over Bam Adebayo as DPOY triggered a reaction during his guest appearance in Haslem's and Miller's podcast titled The OG Show. After Shams' admission, Haslem praised Bam's incredible defensive versatility and ability to anchor a solid defense as an interior presence. Citing Bam's ability to guard multiple positions, Haslem said, "Who the F***k you know that can start the game off on Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. We started Bam on JB in one game, and JT in the playoffs." Then, he challenged Shams to name another 5 that does that. Further, Haslem mentions Bam's importance to the Miami Heat's gritty defensive identity as a lunch pail, hard-hat team, chop wood carry water. According to him, the Heat's style of play has consistently put the team at the top of the Eastern Conference in the playoffs. At the end of the day, it's either us or Boston, Haslem said, referring to the latest NBA champions. Besides defense, Haslem also sang Bam's praises on the offensive end. "Not only is our defense spearheaded by him," he said, "but our offense as well." He added, "We always know how well we're playing by how many shots Duncan Robinson get up, how many shots Caleb Martin get up, how many shots our other guys can get up." The Heat's offensive synergy, Haslem continued, is all built off the movement of Bam Adebayo. His versatility in playing multiple positions both on offense and defense didn't escape Haslem's notice. "He's our trigger," he said. "Sometimes he plays the point forward for us. There's so many things that Bam got to process offensively." Last season, Bam Adebayo was 3rd in DPOY voting, next to Gobert and San Antonio Spurs rookie Victor Wembanyama, who finished 2nd. However, Bam was named to the NBA All-Defensive First Team for the first time in his career in 2024. He joined celebrated defenders Gobert, Wembanyama, Anthony Davis, and Herb Jones. Adebayo and the Miami Heat squared off with the eventual champions Boston Celtics in the first round of the 2024 playoffs. During the 5-game series, the 27-year-old star averaged 22.6 points, 9.4 rebounds, and 3.8 assists. He also shot 49.5% from the field in the losing effort while guarding the Celtics' best players, particularly Jason Tatum. Why the Miami Heat's pursuit of Jerami Grant has obstacles for the Blazers. The conclusion of the NBA Summer League in Las Vegas saw league personnel heading to Harry Reid International Airport to catch flights for their scheduled annual vacation. The dog days of summer and a short dead period in the NBA happen around this time every year. With many teams finishing their talent search in free agency, as well as the small number of roster spots that remain across the league, attention from off-season moves shifts to the trade market and the potential for big-name players to become available. Utah Jazz winger Lauri Markkanen was the hot name everyone was talking about in Summer League, but the Portland Trail Blazers remain in a confusing situation with Jerami Grant and a roster that appears primed to make a trade. Damian Lillard was the talk of Summer League last year. Everyone knew he would be transferred, and the superstar point guard ended up joining Giannis Antetokounmpo on the Milwaukee Bucks. That opened the door for Anthony Simons to become the featured player alongside Grant on a Blazers team that didn't have many expectations entering the 2023-24 season. Those expectations were met with the expected reality of Portland finishing at the bottom of the Western Conference standings. Although the Blazers made 2 unexpected moves this offseason by trading for Denny Avdija and drafting UConn big man Donovan Clingan, this is an organization that still has a lot of work to do to be a threat. It's a bit surprising that the Blazers struggled as much as they did because they have a really solid mix of youth and experience. These difficulties lead directly to trade conversations, which is why Grant has heard his name mentioned as one of the best players on the market this offseason. More specifically, he is being linked to the Los Angeles Lakers, like many high-profile players over the summer. Every offseason, the Lakers seem to be in search of star-level players to pair with LeBron James and Anthony Davis. However, another star player is not what this team needs right now. Instead, key secondary talents like Grant, who can do a little bit of everything on the court, immediately present advantages when it comes to the Lakers' chances of competing for another title. Grant is also a very smart player who understands his role on the court alongside other stars, which is why he would be the perfect veteran addition to J.J. Redick in his first season as head coach in Los Angeles. It's no secret that Grant is one of the players the Miami Heat are keeping an eye on this offseason. The main issue the Miami Heat could face if they were to seriously pursue a trade for Grant revolves around their financial situation. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Jerami Grant? Leave your opinion in the comments.